Welcome to the new MARIK Workshop. This segment of the WBPL 76 is brought to you by the Night Owl Association, along with the Bear Digs Company and viewers like you. Why are you here?
Factory core, online. Automatic assembly, online. Old oil manufacturing cauldrons, online. Mech manufacturing facility, new MARIK Workshop, operational. Dispensing corn, now.
Ooh, woo.
Why are you here? I have to enlarge bigness.
Power of chat compels you.
That was a professional sheep wrangling.
Ooh, but angry.
Grumble about things.
I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone. What the fuck is my meat jiggler?
I would so download Pete.
Both the teeth.
Very important announcement for you. Free Corn Thursday.
Please don't do that anymore.
That unholy abomination of Yuletide terror.
You dare not defy their will.
Ooh, ooh, the grundle.
Tactical booty chores. Because it squints.
Corn and honey butter biscuits.
The fuck is Free Corn Thursday?
So wait, you're saying that we shouldn't farm sim the Grundle? Because that's going to be logistically difficult. I already have purchased the tractor. Well, it's more of a rental agreement, and they may not have signed off on it. And the insurance company certainly didn't help. But don't worry, I didn't pay anyone. It turns out if you have a chainsaw, you can lockpick anything. It just takes like 20 minutes and some gasoline. But if you have the chainsaw already, you can chainsaw the gasoline machine until the flammable juice comes out. And then you can put it into things using technology like funnel, which I have definitely not stolen using chainsaw technology in a giant circle of power, creating problems that it's a summoning circle for the police. Anyway, hello.
Hi, everybody. It's Thanksgiving, and we're a bunch of idiots, and also we kidnapped Lady Red.
Hi, please help. Please.
I will not help.
Sorry, you were here now. There is no help.
I know, this is the second time this has happened within 2 weeks.
You see, in this case, I
How do
blame
you
your
people
husband.
keep getting in my house?
I'd blame your husband this time because, as it turns out, he's a coward. So.
Also, I believe we've already answered this with you can lockpick anything with a chainsaw.
Can I borrow the chainsaw, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're just free if you have a chainsaw.
I mean, as it turns out, he did break the chain in the process, but yeah, you can have it.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys seen the chainsaw turkey carver?
Is that the one that you get at Harbor Freight that comes on the end of a 6-foot pole?
No, it is not. I'm going to send you a link to this.
Oh, God, this isn't a joke.
No, and it's not even prohibitively expensive, although I will say I appreciate Amazon's attempt to help.
Amazon's attempt. That's not concerning.
It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
No more
What
questions.
I suggest is there is the carving blade for your saber saw. That's much more safe for indoor use.
Safety.
Wait a minute. Okay.
That's the sound of Thanksgiving.
Okay, I want to make this point real quick. It's not actually a chainsaw. It is a normal carving knife with very angry teeth on it, but is definitely designed to look like a little chainsaw and function like a little chainsaw.
However, consider the Amazon suggested products, which include 2 electric handheld chainsaws.
Frequently bought together. This and a circular saw pizza cutter.
I mean, yeah, that seems reasonable. Apparently, you guys are all quiet, but I am at the correct volume.
Well, then I will just move the microphone closer to my face hole.
Oh, God, now you're louder.
The reason I'm quiet right now is because I'm trying to figure out if you knew the teeth on this thing were angry because you interviewed them or not.
They have strong feelings. Well, they have strong feelings about politics, and we can't talk about that.
Well, then we definitely can't have them over to Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, you know...
Quick, technically that is not lockpicking, says Night Owl. While I am no longer on the board of directors of a lockpicking related organization, I still feel the need to issue this clarification.
Okay, so I'm going to push back on that, and I'm going to push back hard, because that depends entirely on if you're talking about lock sports, in which case, no, using a chainsaw is a disqualifying event. Or if you're talking about, hey, I need to get into that building, in which case, lockpick the wall. Yeah?
Never mind.
Okay, so what are we looking at? Let's see what we're looking at.
I don't fucking know. Who are you people? People sent me stuff. I don't know how things work today. I have to open my... I know BizMonkey sent me some stuff. I know Grumo sent me some stuff. And I know Maze Hughes sent me some stuff. I think...
Night Owl, it's not forced entry. It's just stabbing the building many thousands of times to make a new hole.
Grimos, you can't send me stuff after 9 o'clock and expect me to get it on the show. Or is it possible... Okay, no, it's just for some reason Gmail decided I didn't get to see this until now. No, here it is. You sent it to me 2 days ago and Gmail said no. You sent me like 12 pictures and Gmail just said no until now. How rude. Okay.
Just ask Griglock how to open doors. There you go.
Griglock, no trust metal bird. Okay, so... there's mechs here. I don't immediately know what they are.
Robots from the future that are large and have death rays. But that's not important right now.
He's not wrong. In any event, here we are. Stuff has been sent to me, and it's very nice, and I just don't have brain power this week. I'm sorry, peoples.
Brain power is overrated.
You're not wrong.
Are you having turkey coma issues?
No, I'm just having trying day issues.
Yes.
Yes. I feel that.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and good Lord, Grimos. Grimos says this region is units. This region, the region this unit is stationed in is called Blue Wheel. Blue Wheel Farming Combine People's Militia. There you go.
Please tell me you can make a combine harvester out of a mad cat and a weed whacker.
Well, it is an Omnimech.
Yeah, so give it them weed whacking arms and just have it go out there going like me.
Wait, can people not hear us at all? What?
I have no idea.
No, I just tested it and no sound works.
Okay,
Hal's sound may have died. Okay, so Hal says, I can't hear you. Your response is to say, yes, you can.
Sorry, Hal. Sucks to be you.
Don't you see the brotherly love here?
Von Falkenstein, I assume the clanners do their agricultures by making it someone else's problem ballistically.
No, they have a whole cast for that.
They have an entire slave cast for it. It's fine.
That's what Freebirths do in their off time.
They get off time?
No.
That's why they're farmers in such time. And it does not suck.
Okay, I have pictures. This is not a Grey Knight. Nobody say it is. Oh, it's not.
That's beautiful is what that is.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Ah, yes, the three-barreled hello.
Halzakar, I am not dignifying that with a response.
Oh, can I buy a chainsaw sword for turkey carving?
Yes.
No.
I mean, we can't stop him.
But if I just look for chainsaw sword, has anyone adapted one of... Okay, they're offering me a chainsaw spear. Not quite the... Oh, wait.
You know, it's always interesting hearing war crimes start happening in real time.
Well, it's a bit short.
It's never a war crime the first time.
Unless the Canadians are doing it. But
I mean, it's... Anyway, I'm told that this is a company champion. I don't know. I know that I liked the pose, so I printed it and painted it, and I liked it. So
I like it also, if that helps.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I like the color palette.
Yeah. I like how you made like this the hilt of the sword look like, or what's that? The tang of the sword look like it's on fire almost.
You can do that by setting it on fire.
Yeah, it's totally on purpose. I didn't just put red contrast paint over it. Can I turn up Wookiee? Maybe. Okay, I turned up Wookiee.
Am I any better?
If everything goes wrong on my end in a moment, it's not my fault. Aiden's doing things.
I believe you. I believe that your coward of a husband is doing things.
He's been branded now. He's ready. This is now a thing. I giggled my head off, by the way, during his stream. I just want you to know that because
I am very glad.
Because yeah.
Because his humor is very much like mine.
Yes. It really is.
It frightens many people, but for some reason it comforts Cookie.
Well,
he has a good time. He very much enjoys streaming.
Okay, so this is a thing I worked on for... not a Crusader, Grimos. Actually, not a Crusader. I worked on this most of yesterday. It is a Crusader derivative. So, I've looked into it. Hi, Bulk. Bulk, I'm going to make you come in here, too.
Come on, join us, bud.
It's Thanksgiving.
You are experiencing a Thanksgiving holiday. Unleash the bird.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. If you wander by, I'm grabbing you and pulling you into the studio. So this is actually a Viper, which is just great to have another mech called a Viper in BattleTech because there's a clan omni-mech that the clans call the Viper, and there's a clan battle mech that the Inner Sphere calls a Viper, and then there's this thing that's an Inner Sphere battle mech called the Viper.
Okay, so which one of them wears the wraparound sunglasses?
This one.
Oh, okay.
So this is a Crusader derivative. So the idea here is that it is built on a modified Crusader platform. So there's a bulk. Bulk of Corn has joined us.
How are people doing?
We are
Howdy.
generally very tired.
Understandable.
Which one is manufactured by Dodge? Well, this one has an extra large engine, so I'm going to say this one.
Well, I mean, they're all a bit dodgy.
Ow.
Ow.
Womp, womp,
And
womp.
then there's the classic G.I. Joe episode, the Vindo Viper.
Okay, so what happened with G.I. Joe? Because I only remember like 3 scenes of the show, and none of them made any sense. And there was a guy who had rockets on his hips, and whenever he said fire, they would shoot at things. And for some reason, they went to his school, and he kept blowing up cars like an asshole.
I know the answer to this one. I know the answer. The answer is it was the 80s, and everybody had fun powder.
Ah, yes, that would explain a lot.
Storm Song says that was Thunder Thighs.
What mech are those? He just explained it's a Viper.
This is the Inner Sphere Viper. CGL snuck this into the Ilcon Recognition Guide. It is absolutely a retcon. This thing did not exist prior to them saying it, but now they say it existed immediately post Star League during the first Succession War, and was not made for very long because they ran out of blazers.
Here, I have a very important question.
Also, XL Engines double heat sinks. What?
I see those guns mounted to either side of the cockpit. Does that make them head cannons?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Very good.
Yes, it does. It has 2 medium pulse lasers, one in either side torso, and then it has one in the center torso rear, and then each arm has a blazer.
So I never got the purpose of putting weapons to the rear in a mech. Like, it's already fast enough to spin, and if anything is just 100% on your ass, there's not a whole lot that a single weapon is going to be able to do. You wouldn't be able to do better by just spinning to remove them.
See, my answer to that is sometimes it's a locust and it can stay behind you fast enough for you to not be able to turn around and shoot it. However, it is lightly armored enough that one medium pulse laser is enough to make it have a bad day.
It's already having a bad day. It's a locust on a battlefield with anything heavier than a locust.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be an Oscout.
Housegar wants to know what is special about this sculpt specifically.
What's special about this sculpt specifically? Okay, I can tell you this much.
It's cool.
Okay, so this sculpt, because this is brand fucking new, there is not a CGL sculpt of this. There is not a PGI sculpt of this. It's not in MechWarrior Online. It's not in MechWarrior 5. It's not in HBS Battletech. There's not even an Iron Wind Metals mini for this thing. In fact, this is the first model that I am able to find that is publicly available for this, barring one from Defiance Industries on Etsy, who has some, how shall we say, borderline ethics when it comes to sourcing their 3D models. So this is the first one broadly available. It's up on my cult's page right now, so I am responsible for this Viper.
That makes it pretty special.
I'd like to think so.
Indeed.
And then there's other stuff. I think I have the render of it. Oh, no, I have this picture that some dude sent me. Oh, thank you, Mad Ducks. Thank you for posting.
Thank you.
What's this? I see a list of numbers on buildings.
Yeah, no, so this is... Look, I've spent the last couple of weeks up in the air on a lift, and it's been real inconvenient, but sometimes the views are amazing. And this is just, riding the lift up and more up, and then, hey, let's check out the, same spot, much higher in the air. Enjoy the sunset. Yeah, that one, it turns out if you get cold enough, plants just get a layer of frost on all sides.
Yes,
and that layer of frost expands.
So that's the rare Alaskan frost cactus.
Yes, that sounds correct.
And then there's this one, and I mean, honestly, this is the best picture you sent.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. The views are excellent. The weather is a bit crap. But...
Oh, I miss that weather. I miss mountains. They made me move to the south.
Say,
I want mountains
I like
back.
mountains. That looks
Nope.
cold.
Yeah, mountains are cool. Landing into a historical blizzard is not great when you have to do a bunch of work outside.
Yeah, that doesn't sound as fun.
But no, yeah, in the general region of Anchorage, Alaska, it's cold, but it's pretty all right.
Except for the Benihana.
Yeah, normally they're pretty all right. Tonight was not great, but it was food that I have mostly eaten, but I have not yet popped open this bag of lemonade. Because they sell it by the half gallon.
Das Gruben,
Wait,
I
did
totally
you
read that wrong, and I did not read the earth part in there.
Yeah,
So,
don't send
yeah.
us literal porn, but I'm willing to accept artistic photography.
Wait, unless it's really good.
No, even if it's really good, do not.
Well, don't give it to Cookie. Give it to Squig.
Give it to Bulk. Bulk's got his own Twitch channel. You can put it on there.
Put porn on
Grimos
my
is
channel.
chanting.
There will be porn on my channel.
Grimos is chanting TOS. Poor boy.
TOS.
He's-
All right, now
what-
You know,
Grimos?
staring at us.
Grimos. Exclamation point joke. Thank you, Pretzel Bomber.
This is another thing I painted because I did.
Sugar Skull.
Sugar Skull Atlas, yes. And as it turns out, it is just the
Yes.
head of the Atlas. There's a file floating around on Cults that
Holy crap.
has this
Yeah.
set up as a keychain, and I just took the keychain bit off of it.
Is very nice.
Thank you.
As I said, your detail work is coming along great, bud. I love it.
I cheated on this so hard.
That's okay.
Like
Are
that's,
those decals?
no, they're not decals, but it's also not brushwork. That is the result of Micron pen.
Okay, so
Mhm.
so you used a pen instead of a.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
it's a
Brush. Come on.
lot easier to do it with a Micron pen than it is with the tip of a brush.
That's okay.
Yes.
Still
Yeah,
impressive
okay,
at that size,
You're
though.
talking to a watercolor artist who uses gouache. Okay, it's
Gouache.
okay.
That's a funny word that's difficult to spell.
It is.
Which
WARSH. Wash.
Oh, grumble.
Well, in any event, while I'm here, the fine people at Monument Hobbies debuted a new thing on their YouTube channel this week that, you know, this will be good for BizMonkey to know about. They're calling it noosh, and I'm not sure why, because it's just funny. It doesn't appear to be a pre-existing word, but it seems to be an additive that you can add acrylic paint to effectively use it as gouache.
Ooh.
Now you're just making up words.
Gouache is basically acrylic watercolors.
No, I'm pretty sure that's like pumpkin guacamole.
Using better.
See,
How
I
do
don't
you spell
normally
it?
agree with.
NEWSH.
I don't normally do the agree with one or the other of you when you're doing brother thing, but I have to stick with Housekar here.
I mean, you're both entitled to be wrong, but
Wrong.
But yeah, they did a couple of things with it where they did the usual oil wash type thing with it, which, you know, that's fine. I don't like working that way because I find it to be imprecise and it, you know, stains the surface when I mean, you could probably just add more stuff to it to make it get down into panel lines and stuff more. But the other thing they did with it is a thing that apparently happens a lot with scale modelers. It's called dot filtering, where usually on scale models, this is done with oil paints, where you take it and you put a dot onto the surface of whatever it is you're working with. And then you just take a big, clean, floofy brush and you brush it, you know, in whatever direction that you would want it to be effectively streaking. And it just dilutes and blends into the surface and just barely adds a filter over the top of it. And it was fucking amazing. And it's one of those things where it'll take layering and layering and layering to get a good effect out of it, but it was great. And I'm definitely getting some of that. Yes, and Samurai just dropped a tutorial on dot filtering, and it is a weathering technique, and it's black magic. That said, I have printouts of my new Viper, so I'm going to paint one of them.
Nice.
I worked this up yesterday and finalized stuff today. So by golly, it's ready to go. The cults page is active. And these are the first 4 successful models out of the print. And I'm going to paint one of them.
Sounds
Excellent.
like an excellent plan.
Thank you.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Can we get you to paint it in the style of noted space articulist and purveyor of assorted questionable meat products, Captain Wrestleman with the pink shorts?
Are you
Ultimate
asking
Warrior?
me to Randy Savage one of these?
A little bit.
You
It's
already
the
did a Randy
second
Savage, I
fucking
thought.
time. I did it was one of Thunderhead's D-scene models where he takes an existing non like anime model and then just turns it into something that looks like it would be at home in an 80s anime.
You
And
know,
it was
you
the
make
Panther.
a very good point. You make an excellent point. Do it
I'm
like
waiting
American
on the
Gladiators.
however.
Do it like what now?
Which
American
American
Gladiators.
Which
I
American
don't care.
Gladiators?
I don't know. Whichever one had turbo, and he was just
Okay, do it as Turbo.
yeah. Where they decided, yes, if we take swimsuits and add arms, that is a uniform for those who will crush others.
Yes.
I bet you guys can't guess my favorite gladiator.
I'm gonna go with Jeff.
Spartacus.
Nope.
Ice?
Maximus. I bet it was
Nope.
Maximus.
Nope.
I don't
I'm
know.
surprised.
I don't know.
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna. We're getting guesses from chat of Turbo, Blaze, and Laser.
Please.
Nope. I'm surprised with what you guys know about me.
I stand by Spartacus. It's a good answer.
I'm gonna go with Maximus here.
Siren.
Cookie. I don't remember enough about American Gladiators to have an
She was
opinion on
deaf.
this.
She was deaf. So she had to sign everything.
Did that help her when she was shooting tennis balls out of a cannon at people that were trying to do an obstacle course?
Yeah,
Yes, because they could not beg for mercy.
Mm-hmm. Voxel Forge, put your link in
Vox.
chat, bro.
Vox is working on projects right now, and once again, probably not making a stalker because it can't win a fucking poll, although everyone wants a stalker from Voxel Forge. Right, chat?
Would you call it a stalker forge? Is that what you would call it?
I might. I mean, we
I'm
could
just
probably...
afraid of what a pole dancing stalker would be.
Oh, God, I hate it.
So it's a stalker with a Temps launcher on it?
The stalker covered in body glitter.
I love that idea.
I hate this.
I'm going to have to do the next one I print that way, aren't I, Cookie?
Oh, dear. Okay, so, I don't feel like I can red, white, and blue one of these things too easily, but let's see what
Yeah,
I
but can
come
you
up
put it in the hamster ball and then have it fight everyone?
Are you asking me to make one of these mechs a Pokemon?
Hey, that's basically what the gladiators were. It's like, here's this exotic creature that will destroy any normal human that fights it, but also they must get into the ball for combat.
No,
Get
he
in
has
the
me
get in
making
the
it into a
ball,
Christmas
Shinji.
ornament.
Get the ball, Shinji.
Oh god. Okay, so if Shinji was 7 feet tall, ripped, and just hated people trying to go up treadmills, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
about right.
don't think we're allowed to put the word Shinji and ripped in the same sentence.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe ripped his arm off.
Okay, that's
That happened,
acceptable.
right?
I think that's more of an Oscar thing, but sure.
That is more of an Oscar thing, but
I
I
thought that
would be
was her
quite
eyeball.
happy to watch it happen to Shinji.
Oscar did nothing wrong. What?
that's a hot take.
What? Next poll is silly mechs. Like the stalker is not a silly mech, but if that's what it takes to get a fucking stalker made, I'll take it.
My dude, it's a machine that overheats, looks like a football, and has legs. That's a comedy mech.
Hold up.
Oh,
That thing is known for smoking.
Yes, itself.
Put the Traeger logo on it.
Was a B-29 without wings.
That's the Mad Cat.
That grew legs. No, think about the stalker from the original first artwork from
the blimp with clown shoes.
Original box set.
Yeah, the blimp with clown shoes.
Yeah, clown shoes. Okay, so can we just have that, or like one giant clown shoe with legs, and
I
it can
hate to
proxy
break
a
it to
stalker?
you, somebody has already made a stalker based on the original art, and it's a blimp wearing clown shoes.
Yeah, I know. I have it.
I like this.
Oh man.
Point Man has a point. He says it was once referred to as a butt plug.
I mean, that's not how I'd recommend using it, but sure. If you really need,
here's a 7-story butt plug.
Yeah, it weighs 85 tons. Good luck.
No, this is the downgraded one. It's only a heavy mech. It's 75 tons.
Oh,
still, it's the Tukid butt plug.
We are not calling it that.
Well, Vox will probably will
learning
now.
a whole lot of things about what
You're
Optimus
welcome.
Prime gets up to in his personal time, and I'm worried.
So I with that big of a with that big of a thing and calling it that, I'm very worried about the story of the brave little tailor.
The brave little toaster. The brave
Okay,
toaster.
but also when I'm hearing this, I'm just thinking that there might be a certain adult novelty company that might make one.
No, important safety tip, do not butthole the toaster.
Boy, have I got an anime for you, Squig.
I'm going to open this lemonade bag now.
For those of you playing along at
What
home,
was cracking?
Voxelforge just dropped into chat that the stalker is an assault mech in all the ways that matter.
Price tag, end of list.
Price tag, but also assault. And just like
I feel assaulted by its existence.
Assault of whatever manner you want to take on, as long as you want to throw butt plug into it.
Oh, no, I'm drinking from the bag now.
How was your lemonade?
I think he'd be happier right now if it were the adult Capri Sun. That is to say, a box of wine he took out of the box and it just plunged a straw through the bag.
That is the worst kind of adult Capri Sun you could ever make.
Fair enough.
Power lemon.
Power lemon.
That sounds like the name of a jazz band.
Power lemon. It doesn't sound like a good jazz band.
Well, a lot of things don't sound like a good jazz band.
Something good jazz band ? But we'll skip over that.
Something opened for the Blues Brothers. Something.
Ooh, somebody tell me I don't need a cool thing I found on the internet.
Nope.
You don't need any cool things you find on the internet.
You should definitely get the cool thing on the internet.
Squick, you don't need any cool things you found on the internet. You need all the cool things you find on the internet.
Yes,
well, I mean, if you want a good, I was going to say, circling back to the jazz band, because now you have me thinking that, soften the glare.
I'm the wrong person to approach about this. I do, I do not have good opinions on jazz bands.
Well, it's mainly because their bassist is less Claypool level.
That's assuredly
like the Batman villain
of Primus.
That still sounds like a Batman villain.
Primus is a Batman villain. We're gonna go with it.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna. They also did Wyona's Big Brown Beaver,
and also the South
I'm
Park
happy
intro.
for them.
I just love the way, like, I know a little bit of what you're talking about, but it's a lot
Wow.
funnier if I pretend I don't.
Look at all these haters.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yep. I'm gonna own it. Squick's a hater.
Is that good?
I don't know. What do you hate?
Now I have a question. Is the cool thing you found on the internet compatible with the cool thing you purchased at the shop Cookie and I took you to?
No.
Are we back to butt plugs?
Technically. Oh, not unless you want to walk around like with your ass jangling and sounding like you tried to take an entire like Trans Am transmission, but with none of the fluids, so it's just a bunch of parts rattling around because you made bad decisions.
Lovely,
cool.
Lovely wife, what's the name of that Instagram channel with the EMT and the badge number? Because I feel like we're rapidly approaching one of those shorts right now. Or he just somebody EMT badge 302. Thank you. And the entire conceit is somebody shows off something that looks like something someone would shove up their ass, and then he just takes a deep breath, looks at the camera, and says no.
Okay, I have not had the cheese, but y'all are making me feel like I did.
You should go have the cheese. The cheese in this... Oh, I'm sorry. Badge 502. And apparently we just dealt soul damage to Grimos.
Yeah, that's normal.
This is
okay.
Not,
I'm
this
going
is
to
not
open a new.
happening.
Look, I've got the VPN turned on. New incognito window. Search for toaster that looks like it could fit in human butthole.
I really hope that's a DuckDuckGo search.
It is, and the number one result is the Wikipedia page for human anus, followed by the best toasters of, followed by the best toasters of 2023 from CNET.
Well, I was gonna say mine's a little different.
Your butthole, your toaster, or your thought?
Sure. So anyway, my first result is Reddit.
That's somehow not surprising in the slightest.
The second one is the taco holder butt plug.
Wow.
I hate that I've already seen that thing.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
I feel like the only appropriate response to that statement is like some kind of overly enthusiastic Mario Kart sound effect. Exactly.
I do not butthole the go-kart?
I don't know. You're the fastest.
The go-karts mercilessly.
Guys, I'm not sure. Squick is the fastest race car driver in the Legion.
This year? Yeah, and that really bugged me. That really has bugged me.
That's entirely fair. That course just happened to reward reckless enthusiasm way more than any kind of skill.
It was also very loud.
So next year I need to actually participate in that?
We're going to a different track.
We're going to one where Bolt can win.
No, we're going to one where we don't have all these people.
That
We,
are in
no,
the
we're
fucking
gonna
way.
we're gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. We're gonna
Yeah.
definitely gonna.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh,
Hey, it's the Bear Man.
Yep.
Hello, Bear Man.
How was everyone Thanksgiving?
Happy turkey birthday.
For the purposes of this conversation, excellent.
Happy birth turkey, Diggs.
Happy birthday.
Hap day.
It was
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I made a turkey I spent like 4 hours on that my children then decided they would not eat. So that was great.
Well, hey, that means you've got like turkey leftovers.
I've got so much fucking turkey. I made a 10-pound turkey, which is not a big turkey, but I still have like 9 pounds of turkey.
Dig sounds tired. Are you tired, Dig?
Yeah, I'm going to bed. You have a good night.
What the fuck?
Good night.
Have a good night.
Diggs.
I'm going to go put this bag of lemonade in the fridge.
My mother bought a 25-pound turkey.
That's a lot of fucking turkey.
That is a big bird.
Wow, thank you for the bits.
Oh, 1,000.
Good lord. That must have been Night Owl.
No.
No.
My goodness. Thank you.
Yeah. That will buy us another 25-pound turkey. Thank you.
Went through a whole thing. It was a fresh turkey, not frozen, and I dry brined it this year, so it actually tasted like something. And it was great. And they wouldn't eat it because it tasted like something. And it was
Turkey?
something.
Yeah, it sounds like kids for you.
It tasted like something that wasn't either chicken nuggets or macaroni and cheese. Therefore, they would not eat it.
This is why I have a dog. She just eats anything I put in front of her.
Well, now
Much
I'm curious. What is the British equivalent to the American kid mac and cheese and chicken nugget diet?
It's relatively similar, if I'm entirely honest with you.
Processed
The biggest
nuggies.
fight in the UK is getting children to eat mashed potatoes. That is the struggle.
Wow. That was one of the few things they both ate today.
The reason for it is because the British have this wonderful thing called the roast potato.
Free Corn Thursday.
Which, I'm sorry, mashed potatoes are lovely in all of their forms, but I do consider the roast to be one step further above, and it's very hard to go back to mashed potatoes from roast potatoes.
I
I'm
concur
not
with that.
necessarily. I'm not gonna necessarily
Yeah, roast
agree.
potatoes are better.
That's
However-
why I tried a step up this year, going back to my family's Pennsylvania Dutch roots.
You are right, there is no wrong potato. There are
Very
just
true.
varying degrees of excellence.
There is wrong potato.
What constitutes a wrong potato?
Bad vodka?
No, that's just an adult potato.
Adult potato.
What?
It's an adult potato. I was gonna say there is a wrong potato.
What is wrong potato?
Raw.
My sister used to eat potatoes raw.
That doesn't
Hey,
make it
that's how-
right. I mean, you've told me about your sister.
No, that's how you establish dominance on entering a room. You just take out a raw potato and bite a chunk out of
And
it.
it was
while
that-
maintaining eye
That
contact.
is my beer.
And it was that sister. Yes, you are correct.
You see, I feel like that's not an endorsement of raw potato cookie.
It's not. I'm just saying.
Listen, anything that is consumed normally by the same people that think that you should ferment shark underground all year is wrong.
Okay, you know that one started out as a prank. Somebody had like I have captured a new fish. I'm like, wow, that smells like ass, but I learned a new recipe. You should put that underground right now so I don't have to deal with it.
It
They were
is
like, yes, a good plan.
It is legitimately a war crime and a federal offense to open that stuff in open air in certain countries.
Oh, all kinds of things are war crimes. It's fine. It's just one horrific shark dish beverage.
Sometimes being Canadian on a battlefield is all it takes.
All right, now I have to share this recipe with you guys because it's so easy and so tasty, and a good way to reuse leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Take 50% mashed potato. Mixed with 50% either, stuffing, dressing, whatever you want to call it.
Sounds like we're making hash.
Hash?
It's called potato stuffing.
It's really good.
Add some more spice to it and bake for 20 minutes.
It's really good.
It sounds like it's a protein away from being hash. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because hash is good.
I don't know. It's a early 1600s German/American Pennsylvania Dutch recipe.
But that was before they invented fire, so...
That's true. And the knife. They hadn't invented the knife yet.
Or the fire knife.
The fire knife is a modern invention. That's not fair. You can't be throwing that around.
I mean, what if they had more knife per knife and doubled the fire?
Don't wish that evil upon somebody, Ricky Bobby.
I've played that Fallout DLC. I didn't much care for that one.
The poop knife? Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
Samurai.
Do not use the poop knife on the potatoes. Those are for different things. Those are for different things.
I don't like the words that I'm hearing.
Oh, sweet Lord. Yeah.
If you want more flaming knife, is that Zweihander Flambage?
No. No, that just looks like fire. Okay.
5 minutes. It'll have fire included.
Okay. So this is somebody's fault. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly whose it was, but we're gonna try this.
Thunderclap.
He's not here.
Thunderclap, I have to ask, is the time knife the hour hand or the minute hand?
The time knife.
I think it's the second hand because it whizzes round and round and round so fast.
But it's shorter.
My Thanksgiving was pretty good. How about yours?
Time knife. The knife of time. It's the time knife is the focus. The time knife is the focus of the latest fantasy movie set in the Knife Fight City universe.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was what they went after in Chrono Trigger. Sorry.
I mean that too, but in the
wasn't that the one where you had a Zeppelin and you could use it to commit petty fraud with time travel?
It wasn't a Zeppelin, but yes.
Okay.
Das Gruben, you have my condolences. 90% of the lutefisk? That sounds frightening.
Let's see, Squick, you're conflating Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI together. One of them has a Zeppelin, one of them has time travel.
That's amazing. I never played 6.
Well, there you go. I mean, to be fair, most Final Fantasy games have Zeppelins. So
yeah, most of them have a Zeppelin.
Well, that's because Zeppelins are cool.
Undeniably
Ni no Kuni 2 has a Zeppelin, which was made by Zip.
Oh, well, there you go. Clearly distinct.
That's why it's called
legally
Zeppelin.
distinct Zeppelin.
It only makes sense that legally not Pokemon game has legally not Zeppelins.
This is legally not Pikmin game.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is one of the sequels.
Yes.
I mean, Crimson Skies had a bunch of Zeppelins.
Could you do magic on them?
If you had the plane that was like, I've got a taser. Like, how does that work? Magic!
Magic
Then
taser.
yes.
Taser plane.
Or you could just be like, hello, I have the Chad bomber. I go at 3 miles an hour and it's an everyone problem. Okay. Feast of my cannons.
What the fuck is Freecorn Thursday?
Chad
I am
bomber.
going to be over here in a minute and it's going to become a yes problem.
Oh gosh, Night Clerk. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, ooh.
Hey, thanks, Night Clerk.
That's some bidos.
Thank you.
But yeah, it was like everything in front of the plane has to deal with my 6 cannons, and everything behind the plane has to deal with 2 additional cannons.
Chad Bomber sounds like the backup lead singer for Nickelback.
Yeah.
Do the humans desire this?
No, they do not.
No.
I don't know, man. Some
Yeah,
people like
doesn't
country
this-
music.
Cookie,
Oh my
doesn't this
God.
sound like some of those aircraft and starfighters at Emron?
What? At what?
The starfighters of Adamaron or whatever
Oh, right. Yes.
from the X-Wing series.
That last Rogue Squad or Raid Squadron book, yes.
Yes.
Well, no, it's a Rogue Squadron.
No, it's not. It's Wraith because it's written by Aaron Alston and not Mike Stackpole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's Rogue Squadron.
Gwen Antilles and the regular bunch.
It sounds
It's
like
where
the
Gwen gets
shittiest.
engaged.
Yeah, that sounds like jazz band meets bank heist group.
I was
Like that's
very-
right at the line. Wedge
Oh.
Antilles and the regular guys.
Another 1,000 biddies from Vectron?
Hi,
Yeah.
Vectron.
Yeah. You know how many bullets are personal?
Yeah.
Flying debris, Zeppelin debris is addressed to whom it may concern.
It's not even to whom it may concern. It's just, hey, assholes!
At everyone.
Well, why
Accurate.
I remember that is one of the airplanes they've got in it has like 20 cannons sticking out of each side of it.
Yeah, that Chad bomber.
Uh-huh.
It's slow as hell, and it's an everyone problem when it gets there.
Oh, this one actually was supposed to be as fast as most fighters.
What the fuck is Freecorn Thursday?
It was slightly broken in the story.
Well, that's because ships in Star Wars, and I say this as a fan of Star Wars in general, make exactly zero goddamn sense.
There.
That is an insult to things that make no sense.
Look, they made kind of sense at some point, but then economies of scale got out of hand, and then they just kept making super weapons and forgetting about them, because if they remembered them, then everyone else is screwed.
Then plot fall apart.
I was gonna say what was it? The Death Star's turbo laser stripped down to its barest components.
Oh,
and then
we
made
are
one.
not
my
talking
God.
about Darksaber.
Oh, we're not going there.
No, that thing was hilarious.
Oh, I was just thinking
No,
about
that
the
thing
hate.
is fucking awful in a hilarious way. I once spent like 5 or 6 pages writing a teardown of every way that fucking book made no sense.
We could talk about Crystal Star.
No.
No.
Those are banned.
What was it? The basically the starfighter with a jump drive that basically threw a turbo nuke at a sun to collapse it.
Okay.
Oh, the Sun Crusher.
So that was the
the Sun Crusher.
But don't forget, also, it was completely invulnerable, except for the guns.
It was.
Yep.
Oh my God.
They threw it into the heart of a gas giant to get it away from everybody. So somebody, a force user, pulled it out of the gas giant.
Yep. Kipteron.
Yep.
Fucking.
Hip Derpron, am I right?
But the Sun Crusher at least was a weapon of self-defeating limitations, in that it only carried like 8 missiles, and they had to be made at some special facility, which also kind of weirded me out, because the missile was the super weapon. The Sun Crusher was just the invulnerable armor. That why aren't you using that for everything? Morons.
Well, do you understand how many Mandalorians had to die to get us that armor?
Do you understand the scale of the Empire, where it is cheaper to have disposable one-man fighters than to install a force field worth at most 1 human kidney?
Yeah.
So Samurai says, I refuse to disparage Darksaber because Kevin Anderson was trying to write his hardest to unwrite Barbara Hambly's nonsense. Fair.
Okay. Barbara Hambly's
Fair.
Children of the
Somebody
Jedi was also pretty fucking awful. I laughed my
Yeah,
ass off
well,
at how
change of-
bad that was. However, when she's not trying to write Star Wars that sounds like Tolkien, she's a reasonably good fantasy author.
Wait, is that the one who decided, and then the Jedi picked up the magic knife, and then it tells them secrets, and they have to go to other planet where they meet baby screaming robot man who screams in a language that no one can understand, but he can fix the robot because the robot was hit with robot virus, and then robot virus made them forget important things that the plot needs when they go to Sword Planet, but then also we will go to Gamble Planet because someone paid us to go to Gamble Planet, and now we need more executive producers so we can get more gambling done because we need to go to Vegas in order to properly research this. And also we will require executive levels of cocaine in order to continue the story. And then they made that into a movie.
I was going to say, the concerning thing here is that's at least 2 books in 1 movie.
No, that's just Squick. That's just Squick. Speaking of, that's just Squick having a comment on.
But anyway, Squick, so why don't you like going to Vegas?
Cookie. Important question.
Yes.
What time is it?
Oh shit! Yes, it is.
Showtime.
No, it's time for us, or ain't.
Yeah, showtime.
Yeah, time for us, or ain't.
Da, 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 da,
I mean, to be fair, some of the books had really stupid stuff too. But
most
sometimes
of
they were
the
clever.
really stupid stuff was written by Kevin J. Anderson. So,
I liked Kevin J. Anderson.
well, I mean,
Excuse me,
Cookie, we all have our faults.
I'm not sure which
Oh,
one
man.
produced more interestingness, Anderson or Stockpool.
I mean,
like them both.
I
Stackpole.
like them both, but I'm just saying they both produce some interesting stuff.
I mean, Stackpole wrote very formulaically, but it all made an internal set of sense.
All right, so this is how it works.
Hit myself in the
Mariana
balls
Manis,
with my
thank you for the sub. And she just says yes. So the way this works, folks, is that we will do a 2-minute, 2-minute, not 5, like Grimo set up. 2 minutes poll or a prediction where you can throw your goop for us, ain't, or throw it down the goop hole.
Grog no like goop.
If you throw
that's
it down
turned
the
off.
goop hole, you
I'm
never
sad.
win. Okay, so us, and
be
then
right
at
back.
the end of the 2 minutes, we pull up a quote. Us is Monday Night Crew, Thursday Night Crew, and Lady
Special
Red Bull,
guests.
special guests. So
we're probably gonna accept Aiden for her. Since
yes, we will accept Aiden as
I
well.
think there's like 2 quotes from me in the entire rotation.
Yeah,
What
but
helps
we'll
the
accept
chance?
Aiden too because
well, I mean, also
it'll help even it out.
clearly Bulkasaurus Rex.
Mariana,
I'm not very quotable.
Marinara. I'm sorry, Marinara. Sorry. As I see, I'm really good at reading names wrong. Okay, ready, set, go.
Survey.
Predictions up.
Something.
I am really good at reading names wrong. I'm sorry.
Never write a song about Sippy.
Sorry about that.
Wait, what's going on? Hello, I'm back.
Just ask
I
Rail.
remembered I had purchased an item for today.
Liquor? Is it liquor to put in your lemonade?
It is not, no.
You really need to do something about it.
And we've got a lot of votes for Ain't Us.
Oh, it always goes that way. But here's the thing.
They forget that Squick's on the Us.
No. Quick.
Occasionally, it will go to the Us side, and when it does, it pays out like fucking jackpot. It's amazing.
But usually it doesn't.
It happens just often enough to make the game worth playing.
Us is now leading.
Oh, that won't last long. If you're smart, you will not put your money on Us.
You put a small amount on Us.
And you will get a large return.
For a treat.
Yeah. You can have a little bit of Us as a treat.
Now, I have gone with Us every time, and I have lost most of those times. I'm going to try putting it on Ain't this time.
Okay, you
and
heard
see
him, everybody.
if
Put your
that-
money on Us.
All right, anyway, I have
putting it on Us.
A little bit of Us.
54% Us to 46% Ain't.
A little bit of Us, and all I have to say about that is just the tip.
Just the tip.
I have carrot cake.
Of the brush
Carrot cake.
cooking cheese.
Carrot cake is an excellent decision.
I'm Squick. You know what you could do with carrot cake? You could make
Poison
carrot.
rabbits?
You could make carrot cake soup.
Thanks, I hate it.
Why?
You take carrot cake and you cut it into cubes, and then you pour milk over it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you've just
We do that,
reinvented breakfast cereal, but worse.
Yeah, it's carrot cake soup.
We do that with birthday cake because my mom has the best habit of making a Mondo sheet cake that can't be eaten.
Arachnat says, "Go long, Squick. Go long shot. Put it in the goob hole." It's not one yet.
So I'm calling
put it in a goo bowl.
I'm calling it now. Wait, what date is April 1st hit?
That's a bit of a ways off.
Oh no, it's gonna be a Monday.
You heard it.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, you heard it here. Bulk says shove it in Bulk's goob hole.
Look, you can pick one of the orifices.
You can make all the mistakes you want.
That's what I
Any hole is a goob hole if you put goob in it.
Okay.
We have made Cookie uncomfortable.
Yeah, Cookie, let's see.
Again.
Extremely. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Nope.
Set?
Nope. I mean, go ahead, but
Go.
Whoa, 380.
It's Squick.
Son of a bitch.
told you. Told you. Always bet the opposite direction as Squick. Sorry, Squick.
Direction is us. How much did I make? Oh.
I have visited the Clown Patrol. And now I am their leader.
I made 17 goob on that.
I made 45,000 goob on that.
Well, I bet one goob, so.
Yeah, that's 17-1 return on that. Hey,
Yep.
Mercury Alpha got a net return of 69,000 goob. Who wants to say it?
Nice.
There you go.
Night Clerk just Grimos made 20K, Night Clerk made 10K, and Night Owl got 178K.
Oh.
Good Lord.
All right, well, working my way up from the bottom again.
I'm proud of this number. 42,423.
Nice.
42.
Nice.
We need to get a new event to drain the goob mines.
The
Yeah.
goob mines. That's
Yeah.
right. You have to
Was
use
my
your
first active mayor of the auxiliary. I will drain the goob swamp.
Art goals.
Wow. I don't know. We're not allowed to talk about politics. Does that count for the?
Well, I mean, they are having the election.
That's true. That is true. How's that going? They've been talking about it for a while now.
Mm-hmm. All I know is I'm gonna make sure to use my democratic powers for
evil
chaos.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's been quiet, says Grimos. Probably the holidays, you know.
Well, it's also been a bit.
Yeah.
So
Debates are happening next month.
I was gonna say, yeah, legitimately, like fatigue or campaigning fatigue is gonna set in. I mean, people have goldfish attention spans.
It's true. That's
Sorry,
why
what are we
Mad
talking
Ducks
about?
is going to win.
He's the only person putting out a trickle of content to keep himself relevant.
Night Owl says, "I'm on to your house, Woggling Ways house."
I mean, House isn't on tonight, but I blame him for whatever you want.
Well,
All
what did
good.
he say earlier? He might have said something that.
He went to bed like an hour ago.
Did he?
I don't know.
Did he?
I mean, allegedly, maybe he's out there polishing his turbo campaign powers, and he's going to show up on the Zeppelin we've been talking about, but with fireworks, and then it's going to be an international incident, and he'll get elected because of good reasons.
No, I'm pretty sure he's just an asshole. It's fine.
Well, yeah. How else do you think he got the Zeppelin?
He stole it from
point.
stole it from the Soviet Union.
Ah, yes, the Soviet moon zeppelins.
Wait,
So are they
aren't
flipping
the
you? Are
Zeppelins
they
for the
flipping
Soviet
people
Union
off
for
as
children?
hard?
Oh God, there were so many things just said. I don't know what any of them were.
Are they flipping people off as hard as they can if they're the
And
Soviet Union?
yes, and
Okay.
they're doing this harder than they ever have before.
Okay.
I don't know how on earth now 15-year-old Aqua Teen Hunger Force references still don't really feel quite that dated, but I
Right.
think it's mostly because I'm old now.
Congratulations, Adult Swim. Your stuff ages like fine wine.
I don't know. Frisky Dingo existed. I don't know how to feel about that one.
Oh, Frisky Dingo was...
What?
I was never sure what to do with that show.
It was 20% amazing content and 80% but why though? It was like hot dogs made out of, like, what's that fancy beef that people pay like $8,000 for because they want to feel fancy?
Kobe?
Wagyu.
Yeah,
Wagyu.
like hot dogs made out of both of them.
Hot dogs made out of cows.
Mad Crow Lad, we did not have a turkey. Wookie cooked us up a lovely ham and a lot of the usual fixins with that. So yeah.
I smoked a turkey. Squick had Benihana. Bulk, what did you do?
It was available.
My mom made the turkey. I made green bean casserole, a charcuterie board, hors d'oeuvres, and I also plugged garlic into olives.
Okay, so here's the other thing that happens. Hey, Lady Red, I didn't forget you're there. What did you do?
Nothing exciting, I'm afraid. Roasted a turkey, made roast potatoes, green beans, kale, broccolini.
How much of that
gravy.
were you responsible
Wait,
for?
I
and
heard
how
the
much,
K word.
All of it.
How much
All
was
of it.
your coward of a husband responsible for?
Well, none of it. I don't like him in my kitchen when I'm cooking. He's liable to get stabbed.
Good, because he's a coward.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I made whipped cream with heavy cream.
Nice.
Desserts I've made a lot of this week because I cooked for about 100 people on Tuesday,
That's
desserts
a
wise.
lot of people, Lady Red.
Yes, I was baking for 8 hours and then I cooked again today and I made pumpkin bread, cupcakes, and lemon meringue pie for us to have at home.
Excellent.
I'm about that pumpkin bread.
I do
No,
make
I
nice
saw
pumpkin
that. I
bread.
saw that lovely pumpkin bread, and I was like,
I don't know why. I just have this look of Bulk's face just hovering in my head where he's wiping his mouth and just
about that pumpkin
I'm
bread.
all about that pumpkin bread.
So easy to make.
What's the creepiest way you can say pumpkin
no,
bread?
hippocampus. We're talking about food now, so it's the other end.
All right.
Your pumpkin bread.
About that
No.
bread.
Like, I get where you guys are going, but like, hear me out.
Do I need to put more sling blade into it?
Nah. Just go so far in the other direction. Like, hi, I need the pumpkin bread for sex reasons.
What?
Von Falkenstein, I'd like you to know that me saying Aiden is a coward is not because of his wariness of entering Lady Red's kitchen. It's for entirely other reasons.
Which you can see if you watch the beginning of the VOD.
That's true, because he's a coward.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? He agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Well, he
also
just
allowed
got done-
himself to be nagged into going to bed by the dog because as soon as he handed the headset over to me, she started yelling at him because she couldn't lay on me anymore. And it's bedtime, Father.
Okay,
bedtime.
now you see, you've activated my trap card. Tell me about the dog now.
What would you like to know about the dog?
What kind of dog?
She is a pocket beagle. She is a silver pocket beagle, which means she has an unusual color. Yes.
That sounds like a Pokemon.
I know, doesn't
It's
it?
a shiny.
It's a shiny pocket beagle.
So,
So-
question: how big a pocket do you need in order to carry a pocket beagle?
One big enough to fit 16 pounds of dog. So the
That's
reason
okay,
I
so you
pocket
need
beagles,
pocket.
like I
You
can do
need
you an
change
education if you like.
I've got cargo pants.
You need Jinkos for that dog.
Yes. The pants you can fit an entire PlayStation into.
The pants that are actually a dust mop.
Or a Sabaha dress.
So the reason they're called pocket beagles is because they're designed to ride in the saddlebags of horses.
This is amazing.
You have just sold Squick a dog.
Well, as and when and if she has puppies, I will let you guys know, because that is the intention.
I guess
do
I'm
they
getting
make-
a puppy now.
Do they make a motorcycle bag for small dog?
She would
Yeah,
absolutely
they
fit
call
in
those
motorcycle
Triumphs.
Panions. She would absolutely fit in a motorcycle panion, yes.
Squid
they
Child
do, 'cause
wants
I know
to
where
know
they
if
make them.
Squid Child wants to know if it's JNCO Hound.
Yes.
Squick, remind me I need to dig through some old cell phone pictures for you then.
Concerning.
Lovely wife says, I
No,
heard
no,
that
no.
Parallax and still no.
150% wholesome.
Silver pocket beagle. Behold.
Yes. So the pocket beagle was originally known as the Elizabethan beagle, and they were very popular in England around that time, but they died out as things changed, and America has brought them back. They're not technically Elizabethan beagles. They're, bred from modern stock back to being small, hence why they're called pocket beagles.
Okay.
And you cannot get them in the UK or Europe. They are pretty much in America and a few other places, and that's
So
it.
this is very much along the lines of the old English bulldog, then.
Yeah, I have a problem.
What is your problem?
None of the buttons on my computer here are making pet dog.
I wish I could help you with that problem, but I can pet her for you when I go
Okay,
to visit later.
I would very
will
much
do.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I can absolutely do that.
Lovely wife, we're going to talk about
UNC Samurai has redeemed pet.
pets.
All right.
I cannot
get
pet
up real
Papa
fast.
right now, but I will pet her as soon as I go to bed, especially if
Lovely
she will
wife,
come and cuddle my ankle.
Is old dog number 1 within range of pet? Old cat. Sorry.
Also, I am Tahotep redeemed a water break. I am
Water
going to
break.
drink tea.
I don't have any water. Is that acceptable for me to drink not water instead?
Yes.
As long as it's not alcoholic, it has to be non-alcoholic.
Oh, it's 0% alcohol Japanese beer. Don't worry. Honest answer.
I don't know if that
coffee
was a
check.
snicker or a tremendous belch.
No, that was a snicker. Posture check and stretch.
Stretch. The nice thing is sometimes you can do both of those things at the same time.
Yep.
How many spines am I supposed to have?
Yeah.
One. Unless you're Klingon,
One human
and then
spine.
That's 2.
Wait. Here's a question. How many are in your pockets?
Oh, sweet goodness.
Pocket spine.
Yeah, I mean, just in case of emergency.
Is that like pocket sand, except pricklier?
I don't think you want to throw your pocket spine at someone's face.
Now that sounds
What type of pocket spine is it, and is it still alive?
Oh, sweet goodness. Why?
I don't want to take the chance.
Okay, never mind.
Right, well,
Cookie's done with our nonsense.
Yeah,
No.
which answer lets me pet the dog?
Pet the dog. Pet the dog.
But
Speaking of which,
you could have like a dozen pocket spines that are teacup chihuahuas, and throwing them at things is just kind of like confetti. It's fun.
that would okay in the Worms universe. That is considered a super weapon.
Exactly.
hey Squick, tell me your 5 favorite things about the concrete donkey.
Okay, how many times,
Which one?
The red one.
Ah, yes.
Angie
5
donkey.
favorite things. 1 through 5. Fuck you.
That about sums it up.
We had a perfectly good map, and then we did not.
I mean, it wasn't quite as bad as the fucking laser satellite.
Oh, God. Somehow laser satellite's still better than Armageddon.
I was gonna say, concrete donkey. You can yell "get donked on"
Get donked
before you deploy.
Laser
I just want
satellite
to take.
just removes terrain, all of it, just all the
It
terrain.
really does.
It's a fantastic counter to "I have a boat, I'm leaving."
So how's
Also, I'm digging a hole. It's like, no, you're not.
It's like,
You
I
can't
am
dig
a
if there's no
dwarf
tree.
and I'm digging a zap.
Don't seduce the weapon of mass destruction. Ooh woo, Angie Conky.
Do not ooh-woo the Angie Conky.
Do not ooh-woo the WMD.
We're a weird bunch of people.
Yes.
Fairly certain Uwu is a WMD.
Ooh.
Tends to summon furries. Terrifying.
Just the miasma alone.
The miasma of the Uwu.
Yeah, the miasma of the Uwu.
Concerning.
That sounds like the name of an emo band or something.
Angry Conky. Don't seduce the weapon of mass destruction. Uwu Angie Conky.
Angie Conky sounds like a new metal band. I saw Angie
Self-titled
Conky
album
open for Rammstein.
Wow. Wow.
I think I tried to get tickets to that concert.
Oh, Samurai, no.
What has he done?
It's Conky Tonk.
Conky Tonk.
Ow.
Don't give Rare Soft any ideas.
I'm going back to my carrot cake.
I hurt now.
Probably a good idea.
Lady Red's going back to the UK now as she's done with our nonsense.
Okay, it's not quite that bad. Easy there.
Slow down there, Napoleon.
Laughing man, sleep well.
Come to you bearing a Thanksgiving Day dad joke. What's the most popular food at kids' table? The crayon berry sauce.
I didn't know that my children were Marines.
I love my sister to death, but she really fell flat on the cranberry sauce this year.
Did you help her clean it up?
It was crunchy.
Oh, did it have nuts in it though?
No.
Oh.
Had cranberries.
Oh.
Sounds like you didn't get them hot enough.
Yeah.
You see, I don't
make sure the cranberries pop like popcorn.
See, I don't do cranberry sauce. I do cranberry relish, so it has some texture.
That's what it was, is more relish than anything. Honk, honk, here comes the conky tonk.
Oh, no.
Okay, so is the conky tonk just a T-55 with a sledgehammer?
I think the conky tonk might be the secret identity of Mr. Train. Honk, honk, here comes the conky tonk.
Beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. Wait, what?
What if the cranberry sauce was just old transmission fluid?
That would be my father's cooking.
You know, hydraulic fluid is generally red.
Let's not bring Transformers into this.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
The conky tonk is just an Abrams with a Gauss rifle, a Gauss cannon.
Conky tonk isn't real. Conky tonk can't hurt you.
Can't hurt you. Conky tonk is actually a comically
tonk,
large
Abrams X1.
I was gonna say the conky tonk is just a Challenger with a comically large bat.
Well,
is it a cricket mallet then?
Actually, yeah, you're on to something right there. Sergeant York with a Louisville Slugger.
I'm sorry, what kind of slugger?
Louisville.
Because that city name is a trap, and it lets us know that you're not local.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Louisville.
tried to make a career out of being not local. It's very helpful to be foreign everywhere you go.
What the fuck is Free Corn Thursday?
People think
Thank you,
I'm from
Vectron.
somewhere else, even when it's town I live in.
Yeah. The Enrichment Center would like to remind you that the Conky Tonk will never threaten to stab you, and in fact cannot speak.
The Conky Tonk will, in fact, stab the hell out of you.
It just won't threaten to do it first. It'll just
Yeah,
do
it'll
it.
just fucking
it-
do it.
I was gonna say it's very impressive. The Conky Tonk stabbed me.
Fuck, am I gonna have to make like a BattleTech vehicle called the Conky Tonk? Okay,
I'm working
okay.
on it currently.
Yeah.
Guys, what kind... I don't think the Conky Tonk is a mech. What kind of vehicle is the Conky Tonk in BattleTech?
The Conky Tonk, of course, is a treaded vehicle. I'm thinking it might be a custom variant of the.
Wookie's working on something, you guys. What are you working on? What kind of thing are you working on for it?
It's basically what you're just describing. I'm just trying to figure out how to put a chainsaw hatchet onto a tank.
Magnets.
What
Magnets.
is the
Thunderous mover.
the Merkava?
The Merkava. See, I was gonna say it's the dual Gauss variant of the Devastator.
So, Canopian Catgirl says if you don't pronounce Louisville like you got a mouthful of gravel, you ain't from around here, and you can go back from where you came.
Okay, 1, Louisville is not the rest of Kentucky. 2, you're not wrong.
Well, I was gonna say this is starting to sound like the litmus test from somebody that lives in.
I'm waiting on you to finish the thought.
No.
I don't live in Louisville. I don't live in Kentucky currently. I am from Kentucky. I have strong feelings.
It's the litmus test for Baltimore.
Baltimore. Go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Big fun.
Well, no. You know what the litmus test for Baltimore natives is, right?
Balmer.
No. Aaron earned an iron urn.
Arn. Arn.
Just melt
Yeah.
them down.
Yep.
I think I
Good
just
for
put my
scrap.
brain dribble out my ears and it's currently
Yup.
trying to flee the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting
I mean,
someone
it's
from
not that hard.
getting someone from Baltimore to say that sentence is kind of like getting anything sensible out of a Cornish farmer.
Hey, Wookie, there's a question for you. The Free State of Franklin. Are you there, Wookie?
He's
Yes.
gone forever.
If you want me to explain that, I can.
Point Man Frosty wants somebody to.
Okay, Franklin, because I can speak to this since my kin are actually from there and we're part of this, is an area in eastern Tennessee and a few other states that tried to become its own state and become the state of Franklin. And at the time, Congress didn't want to start any states west of the Appalachians, and so they said no, and then they made Tennessee out of it anyway, and pissed off a whole bunch of folks in eastern Tennessee. So they still consider themselves to be from the state of Franklin, even if they're in Tennessee.
Appalachia. They're throwing in Appalachia.
True. Oh, lordy. What time is it? It's 10:30.
Yeah.
And you've actually been getting painting done.
Well, I'm just about to call it done on this Viper.
It's very pretty.
For
I love
Cookie's
it.
sake. For this, for somebody said American Gladiators, and then Cookie said something about Siren. So I don't remember who said anything about American Gladiators, but here we are.
I don't have a clue.
And I'll do it again.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
McKim, to get around the cortex, the still was built in the cave in 1774, and it's still there.
There you go, folks. There's your American Gladiator Viper. The first model that's not a kit bash of this mech. And it's a
So-
fucking American Gladiator.
Here's the thing, though, and you're gonna hate it,
Yeah, I am.
but you've made it look damn good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
And I
He's all
can
like,
see that
"Re, I don't
being
like
a-
it," and it's like, and it looks good, so you can hate it even more, sir.
I could see that being a good Merrick unit, just without the purple stripes.
The American Gladiators, I hate it.
Oh. American Gladiators. Oh.
They do that. They would do that, though. Tell me they would.
No.
There's
It's
some
it's all
faction
in
in
the
the Free World
hyphenation.
League that would.
No, it's all in the hyphenation. This is a Merrick
American.
in Gladiator.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna get on up there, I'm gonna go see American Gladiator, man.
I was going to say, this sounds like the voice actors are just taking the piss out of MechWarrior 5 again.
As one does.
Solaris stable.
That's a Solaris stable of the American Gladiators. Perfect.
My father.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna get on up there, I'm gonna kick that dang old stable ass, man.
Curse you, mercenary!
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, it's a dang old Capellans over there, man. Always up there in that dang old Solaris stable, man. Beep, beep, beep with that dang old cataphract, man. I'm just gonna get up there, I'm gonna shove that blazer up his ass, man. I'm gonna tell you what.
Pull the trigger and be like, here comes the sun.
Dang old man, here comes the sun.
And you can quote me on that, tell you what.
I'm gonna tell you what.
What?
Lovely wife's like, oh, for fuck's sake, not again.
She has to live with this nonsense. Dang, man. It's just fucking tough out there, man, for American Gladiator, man. Get on up there. Dang old calf rack. I'm sleeping
I've
on the
lived in this
couch.
country for a decade now, and you think you've come across just about everything, but every now and then,
Every now and then you're like, oh yeah, Appalachia
yeah, every now and
exists.
then the culture shock just blindside you upside the head. You're like, yeah, okay.
Buckron says he dumps a buck on you and says, "Hey, Pear, I have a legitimate painting question. I just picked up the HF airbrush kit. Is there a lot of difference between the 0.3 and the 0.2 nozzle for painting minis?"
At the difference of 1/10 of a millimeter, maybe not. Mine are 5/10 and 3/10, I think, and like the 3/10 will give you a pencil line if you do it right. So, I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to the performance of the airbrush itself. I'd say that you're going to be in good shape with either of them. Now, that said, like, you're going to need to practice for a while before you're doing individual panels with it.
Should have the BPL get together and have Chippy do the voice work for a mod for MW5 replacing Rihanna's voice. Das Grubin would pay good money for that.
Look at that over there. Fucking Capellans. Not racist. Just don't like them.
You know, there's a Merrick planet named Dixie, says Point Man.
It's true. There's unfortunately a Capellan planet called Old Kentucky, which, I mean, frankly, somebody needs to get on liberating that.
They better not be hoarding all the bourbon.
My favorite is still the Rosselhog planet called Pomme de Terre.
Potato?
Yes, Planet Taters.
I hate it.
I love it so much. Like, there's not much about it, but there is legitimately a planet in Rosselhog called Taters.
Planet Bob. Oh, you fucking cretin, get off me fucking planet.
We're gonna send you off to Pomme de Terre, you bastard.
Apparently, for 25 years, the
Northwood.
Vietcom actually did liberate it.
Hot damn!
Or actually longer than that, because it was from 3029.
Wait, are we talking about Old
3058.
Kentucky or Pomme de Terre?
New Kentucky.
Hey, there we
Or
go.
Old Kentucky.
I was going to say Pomme de Terre should have been liberated by the Northwind Highlanders.
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong.
And
Well,
for a while, it was actually a Free Worlds League.
Except the Highlanders are Scottish themed, and it'd work.
Closest we're gonna get.
Some fucking planets.
Come on, Davian, take some fucking planets.
My soul hurts.
We will build the mechs you will put in the fighters, yeah.
Every part of this I hear is the worst part.
Quick, do I need to airdrop you some earplugs?
Okay, what I'm hearing right now out of Lady Red is that she needs to be the one reading things that are written in an accent regarding the British North.
I'm not allowed to do that because I'm British South and it will start an incident.
Do it. It's not like you're talking about Northern Ireland.
Oh, the worst thing that can happen is Chippy's gonna show up here and go, "Aye, you stop that."
I'm gonna eat your boys. Wait, that came out wrong.
He's gonna challenge you to gravy wrestling. And you're still gonna whip him.
And the humans desire this?
I mean, if we get to watch Chippy get his ass kicked, yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I feel like I've been voluntold for something.
That's okay. We can make Aiden do it.
I mean...
That sounds perfect. Carry on.
I was gonna say, I just want to see Chippy get hurricane rodded into a pit of gravy.
Bob
I'm willing to make the gravy. I make amazing gravy.
Okay, Wookie, read that for us, please.
9.
Okay, he said 9.
Dunkelwalden, Dunkelfluschen, Waschen, Schattenwelt. Nope, that was wrong.
No, it was pretty good though.
Flusen Schattenwelt. There we go.
Yeah.
Dunkelwalder, Dunkler, Flusen Schattenwelt. There we go.
I don't know what any of that means.
I don't have a fucking clue, man. I'm just stumbling.
I was gonna say that we would have to get one of the Germans up out of bed for this one.
No, you don't want to wake the Germans up early.
Oh. Especially not Vent. He gets crabby. He needs his naps.
Grabby?
You're missing the umlaut.
Yes. He gets grabby and crabby. He will give you the pinch.
No pinch. No pinch.
No pinch, please.
It is Fluse, not Flusen.
My not German speaking ass is going to go ahead and not read. Lady Red, no.
What, you can't pronounce that?
You do it.
Eyjafjörður Jökull.
Okay, so here's the question. Is that Welsh or is that like Danish?
Nope.
It can be both.
It's
Icelandic.
Okay.
It's Icelandic.
Okay.
It's the name of a volcano.
Ah.
Is that the one that erupted?
It's on the same fault line as the recent eruptions in the last 5 to 10 years, but it's most known for a very large eruption going back. Oh God, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. It's not on my current volcanology studies. Yes, it was the one that caused that, and my friend from Australia was over when we had the smaller eruption that meant no planes could fly out of the UK, so we got to stay for longer. But it's not the one on the Pacific Ring of Fire that caused a load of the issues.
Well, yeah, there was one there though that they caused the Year of No Sun in Europe back in the 1200s.
I'm not sure if that was Aya. I'd have to have a look. Again, I have not been studying my volcanoes recently. I've only just gotten back into the book that requires me to have that knowledge. But maybe I will know the next time I talk to you.
Oh, yes,
But
when we
isn't
kidnap you again.
Also, it's the one that or is it just the one associated beside the one that is causing the current evacuations?
It is not causing the current evacuations, but it is on the same fault line, yes.
Oh.
Vader, you little crackhead.
You little crackhead. What?
Yes, Night Owl, I'm sure that was funny.
Wait a minute. This just struck me. The absurdly long German thing that you just sent me, that wasn't the safe word from, what was that movie? Was it Beer Fest? God, what was that? It was the same guys that made Super Troopers.
No, it was not.
Now I have to look that up. Shit, what was that movie?
Ceres has come to visit me, so whoever it was that redeemed pets earlier, pets are now being administered.
Excellent.
It was
Lady
Beer
Red, the
Fest.
only thing that I can do as far as Brian Blessed pronouncing things is to shout his own name as loud as possible.
So the reason I know how to pronounce Eyjafjalla Jökull is because there's a show in the UK that some people might know of called QI, which stands for Quite Interesting. And they had an episode with Brian Blessed on it where they were talking about the volcano, and they got him to try and pronounce it. And I think Stephen Fry summed it up best. He needed to stop before he made it erupt again.
Sounds like Stephen Fry.
I'm not allowed to wake up my son. I'm being told that if I shout Brian Blessed into the microphone as loud as possible, I will be sleeping probably in the Jeep. Not even in the couch. I'll just have to like move into to the Jeep for a while.
Well, that's why you get one of those like pop-up campers for the top of the Jeep, so you can yell in luxury.
You've seen my Jeep. It's
that would
that
be a
kind of
very
Jeep.
small topper.
I was going to say, you've both seen my Jeep. It's not that much Jeep.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't have grand in the
I don't remember if he
name.
pronounced it or not. I cannot remember if he did in the episode.
Also, for the record, you give them their first name when you give them their title. So it would be Sir Stephen, not Sir Fry.
Slugen, Kucken, Chickabosen is the safe word from Eurotrip.
Okay. See, for some reason in my head, I get Beerfest and Eurotrip mixed up because they're both from, I guess, the mid-aughts and involve Germany.
The hell is Beer Fist?
Beer Fist is what happens when you accidentally insert a when you use a Stein as a butt plug.
I don't like any of the words you've just used.
I was gonna say also known as Edward 40 Hands, but all right.
Yeah, can I unsubscribe from language?
No, I'm sorry.
Beer fist is what happens when you forget you have a stein in your hand and you take a swing during Oktoberfest.
I thought Beer Fist was just when you put your hand into the stein and you wave it around.
I think Beer Fist might actually be the special move of the Steiner Scout Squad.
God, today I fucking learned.
Against my will. Today I
I'm going
was
back to my carrot
subjected
cake.
to learning. Hey, Lady Red, tell me your
Guilty.
opinion of American Thanksgiving from a British perspective.
It's hard to put into words because at its core of what it is today, it's a very pleasant thing, you know, being thankful for things in your life, having a nice meal with people, something to do in the winter when it's all miserable. That's all great.
I'm sorry,
But
aren't
then
you
you
in a
get-
very warm place?
Yes, and I hate it. I want to go back to Washington State, please and thank you. However,
Why?
I don't have
Is
the
it
'cause-
warmer than here?
Washington
Arguably. It's
State is
definitely more
lovely.
humid than where you are.
Yeah, the humidity down here is just awful.
Her
and I
humidity
absolutely
is
hate it.
probably at least as bad as my humidity.
Yeah, no,
humidity.
I'm normally out of Washington State, so yeah.
I like Washington State. You get proper seasons, and the house that we have up there is on a little tiny island in the Puget Sound, so we don't
we
get
get,
any
like-
of the rain problems. The weather just blows over us, and it's just nice.
We get 1.5 seasons.
Wet and not as wet?
Also known as wet and wetter.
We have damp winter and damp summer.
Okay, what's the half?
Like
Cold and wet.
3 days of snow every couple of years.
This is the worst episode of Frasier I've ever watched. Why did this turn into Seinfeld?
Oh.
What's the deal with Frasier?
I get the two
don't
mixed
like
up
that.
because 90s sitcoms that I never really watched.
Well, cheers to that.
I think suddenly
I'll be there for you.
80s sitcom, and I did watch it.
Oh dear. I think we've hurt Squick somehow.
Wait, what the hell is Money Plane? Is that another sitcom I was not aware of?
It's like Cash Cab, but when you lose, you get shoved out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be amazing. Like you have a parachute and a catapult, and the catapult is aimed out the ass end of a plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the ass plane experience. It's a totally different show.
And it's going to be great when somebody gets yeeted, and then like 10 seconds later, it's, the judges have ruled that was a correct answer.
They get
You're allowed to pull your chute now.
They get sent to Yeatenheim. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's in the past. It is now Jotunheim.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Jotunheim.
That's the show you really want to make sure you save one of your lifelines.
That would be a tether.
That's called a bungee cord.
I would like to use one of my lifelines. Are you sure?
Motherfucker, you want to hang out of this? Okay.
All right.
No. The lifeline is the zip cord that pulls the parachute.
Yeah. Wow, that's some high stakes gameplay right there. Yes, I would like to use one of my lifelines. That's your backup chute.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We're all suddenly sounding like villagers from Minecraft. You know what that reminds me of, Squick?
Villagers in Minecraft?
Oh, sweet goodness. Are we on this again?
That is got to be one of the more wholesome memes that have come from YouTube.
I don't even know what the hell the meme is. I just know that.
Dog of Wisdom.
What?
Dog of Wisdom.
Dog of Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
I have a horrible idea.
Night Vectron.
It involves something that comes out of Lord Grimos's brain meats.
Concern. What's he got?
It involves a Swiss colony in the Federation Suns outback.
The Federated Suns.
Is this
Why must you vex me, says Grimos? Because that says Night Owl. That's his standard. That's his standard setting. Night Owl is Vex the Night Owl.
Can confirm. Vex Night Owl is the default setting of Grimos.
It's true. So is this Swiss family Davian? Is this where we're going?
Oh, wow.
I may have to write that.
That's going to be fucking awful.
They're stuck on Canopus.
Standard setting engaged preparing glue traps.
Wait.
This sounds like a is this a Bubba J's enterprise, sir?
Dang, man, get on up there, that dang old Bubba J. Swiss family Davion, man.
Swiss family Davian. So, what is Grandma Davian gets stuck on the outside of the jump ship?
Or it's a planet that fulfills holiday orders for tiny packages, meats, and Jesus.
No, it's cool. It's just Swiss Family Robinson, but all of them have mechs, and none of this is ever explained.
Mercenaries.
It's Swiss Family Robinson, except
it's Spy Family meets Roland the Headless Irby pilot.
Oh, you're selling it.
That's almost like one of the characters I've just introduced in my campaign.
Can all the mechs have 40?
Son of Griglak, the AC-20 Irby pilot.
Lord Grimos, how much of the company's resources did you steal to make these?
What has he done?
Well, I mean, the muzzle flash of a cut down AC-10 is just an LBX.
Muzzle flash of a cut down. It's a snub. No, a snubby AC-20.
I mean, does that cut the weight in half? Because if so,
I mean, for the most part, I think it doesn't have enough barrel length, so like
a snub nose AC-20 would just turn it into a fire starter.
Okay, dare I be the one to ask if you did paperwork on this, Grimos, or if you're going to end back in on report again?
What? I'm so confused.
He's going to end up in report again. I know he is.
No, he's going to end up having to be the clerk to the 13th.
Ooh, Petra will make him do interesting things.
wait, what's going on?
Petra. They're going to the city of Petra. I don't know what's going on.
As a product of an American education system, what the fuck is Petra?
So, do you remember at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade where they go to the temple that's carved out of sandstone?
Oh, yeah, after they rode on the sweet tank that made no sense.
Yeah, that one. So that is a real place. They shot on location for the outside of that. That is a city called Petra. I believe it's in Jordan.
Yes.
It is an ancient city, and that particular building is referred to as the Bank. But there's an entire complex like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Listen, I grew up on Petra, I guess. It's okay.
Well, I thought that was Mecca's husband.
I think that was Retro, wasn't it?
No, it's Petro.
Petro.
Oh.
It was, yeah. Anyway.
They keep on changing his name.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I say.
Right?
I say, you need to stop changing my name.
Now, son, I say my name there, son, is it what now, did you write that down? I don't hardly remember.
Well, you folks for spending the last 2 hours with us.
Thank you for wasting your lives.
You have decisions when it comes to your entertainment,
and
you have made them.
You chose poorly.
No, they chose.
Yeah, they chose. Who knows? It might have been a good choice for them. It might have made them giggle.
Well, I mean,
there.
It could be worse. They could have watched Pokemon.
Is the great dichotomy of man. We have the capacity for great choices, but also terrible ones.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, right. That's why I went shopping on the internet.
It's also why
did you buy the cool thing?
It's also why Lady Red keeps drawing pictures for Mad Ducks.
Yes. I'm free until January, however. I'm kind of terrified.
So you're
January
open
1st.
for commission. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
In January, yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm free till then.
Interesting.
I'm taking new stuff in January.
Hey, chat. Maybe you should pay Lady Red to make stuff.
Yep. You have chosen humorous, Lee. Thank you, Siley One now.
Lady Red,
Silly
what's the
money.
worst thing you've been paid to draw? Or is that not an answer I want?
No, I haven't drawn anything that's bad in like the bad way.
Only bad
Mostly
in like
it's
the good
just
way?
Yeah, like complicated or strange, but not.
So no furry
unpleasant.
porn yet.
No, I have not drawn furry porn, and I haven't yet decided whether my contracts will be no, not safe for work or not. I doubt they will be. I'll probably draw not safe for work stuff. Who am I kidding?
Because there's money attached to that.
It was probably drawing somebody's Genasi cleric with the face of Keanu Reeves. That was a time.
Well, that's certainly a series of decisions that were made.
Yes. I was paid in food for that one as well.
How many hot dogs does it take to draw the Genasi Keanu?
It wasn't hot dogs, it was pot noodles.
Is that better? I'm not sure. Squick, I'm
not
appealing
sure
to you.
either.
Is that better or worse?
I stopped listening to
I don't even know what a
my
Genasi
brain.
is.
It's a kind of hot dog.
Yeah.
No,
So she had to draw Keanu Reeves as a glizzy.
no, it's Genasi is a 5th edition. Basically, think an elemental base, someone from the born of the spirits of elemental.
Oh, so a gin, but off-brand.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
a hot dog is just an
Oh.
emissary from the elemental plane of meat.
Yeah.
A
Hey,
meat
Squick,
elemental.
if you were a hot dog, would you?
Okay,
Yes,
yes,
where's the
he
rest of the
was, in
question?
Would
fact,
you eat
breathtaking.
yourself?
So the question is then, how much art do I get for fajitas?
How,
Probably not a lot. I'm not the world's biggest lover of fajitas.
Yeah.
but what
Okay.
if it's the world's biggest fajita?
Okay, Lady Red, I'm going to appeal to your Britishness. What if beans on toast?
I could probably do you quite a bit of art for some decent beans on toast.
There we go,
Even
guys.
more if you have Worcestershire sauce with you.
Okay,
I
how
might
about
have
this
some Lee
then?
and Perrin.
Excellent.
Really good
We can talk.
pasties.
If you can get me Greg's cheese and onion pasties over here and a nice box of pink donuts from Greg's, I will draw you whatever the fuck you want.
Oh no, I just make them.
Making them is also nice.
salad cream on toast.
No, you have salad cream with green onions. Fish and chips only works if you put beer in the batter.
Yeah. What kind of ungodly heathen doesn't?
Well, we get the non. Well, sometimes we get the non-beer fish because, for same reasons we don't eat the cheese.
Consume not the
Cookie
cheese,
gets
lest
giggly
cookie
and sometimes
becomes
from-
the giggly.
Cookie will get giggly from smelling beer batter.
You cannot go wrong with a proper bacon butty, especially if it's in a floury bap.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't know what that
wrap your
means.
butt in bacon, and Lady Red likes it.
Only if it also comes with floury baps.
Yeah, flour your baps and butter your bacon.
Is that code?
I think that's
I think at various points
$50
this evening.
extra on top of the pinch and tickle.
Is that a? I'm assuming that's a sandwich.
Now, here's a
Yes.
question: how does that compare to the old bubble and squeak?
See, bubble
Bubber
and
and
squeak mostly exist for using up leftovers, so a bacon butty is better.
Is that a different sandwich?
In fact,
Have we-
bubble and squeak is not a sandwich.
Is it a burrito?
Yes.
No.
It's
Water break.
I want you to, Squick, I want you to stop and consider that for a moment. A British
I'd rather not.
burrito.
Yeah, a Brit-rito.
Brit-rito.
I believe that's called a shepherd's pie.
Well, not if I have it.
No, actually, it's naan bread with beans and
Wait,
curry.
isn't that the one with the Pop-Tart cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he
Yeah.
means non-bread. Yeah, non-bread. Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of
That
things
is
that are
one thing I
non-bread.
really miss from emigrating. You cannot get a decent Indian takeout over here.
I love the fact that when you talk about foods that you miss from Britain, top of the list is Indian food.
Yeah, the
Well, it's the
favourite
most
dish of
British.
the
There's the
British
last
is
British
curry.
thing they had before the empire fell apart.
Yeah.
The favourite dish of the British people is curry.
Yeah.
Found a few places, but you have to know where to find them.
Okay. Guys, it is the end of our time slot, and time marches on. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and call it here, so that we have to cut Lady Red loose from her ropes and let her go
thank
be
God.
mad at Aiden for the rest of her life.
It is my job.
It's a good job to have, isn't it?
Yes.
He needs to suffer more.
He must, the coward.
I built myself a family of people precisely to punish them, and Aiden is very much chief among them. And it is my duty.
Excellent.
But as long as you're having a good time.
As long as you're
Absolutely.
having a good time torturing your spouse. That's what life's all
It's
about.
what I do.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I hope that everybody had at least a half-passable Thanksgiving and shelter in place tomorrow, because the Black Friday storm is ahead of us, and nobody needs to get caught out in that.
Not
I
at
will
all.
brave the storm.
I'm sorry. unless it's your pastime to knock over old women in the parking lot. I mean,
I've got my knuckle
That
dusters.
sounds like an excellent winter sport. Where do I sign up?
Ooh, Walmart Fight Club.
Where do you sign up? The parking lot of your local Costco, Sam's Club, or Walmart.
Well, I was going to say, real talk, I drove by 2 Walmarts, and both of them had police cruisers. At least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just spawn camping.
I know, right?
It's a valid tactic. It's a valid tactic.
well, I was going to say, you know what? It's because the cops don't have the testicular fortitude to camp the Waffle House.
Look, that's a high-level PvP zone, and yeah.
Waffle House takes care of it.
That's just going to fucking low sec, man. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, I was going to say, low sec's worse than no sec, so there we are.
That's
Good
where
idea.
you find SEAL cadets, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. You've made some terrible decisions in your life, and this is one of them. So,
yeah.
We appreciate you anyway.
So,
Come back
next week I start playing Christmas music, and no one can stop me.
Oh, God, you're not kidnapping me ever again if you're doing that.
Well, see, next week we can because it's after Thanksgiving. I'm okay with it after Thanksgiving.
Next week is when we start up with the Halloween music.
Oh, is it? Spooky, scary skeleton.
Okay, so legit up here, somebody had like the 9-foot-tall Home Depot skeleton, and that's pretty good. But when it's covered in snow and in a snowbank, it looks good.
It's creepy as hell, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And don't